Don't you find it crazy how the internet has joined forces? Fandoms are combining their power to absolutely dog on this film. And for good reason too. I fucking hate this film. How do you pour so much passion into something only for the result to lead into actual burning hatred? How do you unite fandoms, races, genders, sexual preferences, and politics alike to dog on your shitty passion project? What passion was there? Okay, so how does a film made to specifically shit on straight white men make women the most insufferable characters? The ship's AI going from typical racist, like sexist beer belly to like slowly becoming woke. Predictable, but like, he was one of the highlights of the film. The straight white malians are supposed to be insufferable incels, but the writers, who are also lesbians, and I'm pretty sure are self-inserts, hold the fucking phone! Leela Varghese is half Lebanese and half Indian. The character of Syra is half lesbian and half Indian. Are you telling me this entire train wreck of a movie was probably created and centered around this stupid pun? You know, if this film wasn't so shit, I would have laughed. Oh, and it just gets worse. It just gets worse. The two directors, they're dating, right? Leela sounds a bit like Syra, so just replace Syra with Leela. Leela, I've got a crush on you. It just makes so much sense. Ugh. How does something so romantic lead to the biggest hate train this year? How do you manage that? Somehow manage to write the men in the most sexist way possible. How do you manage that? Because how do you exclude just women in general from hobbies that they are vocal in? A lot of people who are LGBT like playing D&D because of the freedom it has. Or a lot of people just like Magic the Gathering because it's fun, I guess. How do you push an agenda that they can't enjoy these things? The straight white malians, by the way, were the best in the movie, which is saying something because the entire movie was ass. They were kind of funny and had a very predictable ending. They were only somewhat tolerable compared to the entire cast because almost everyone is just so fucking insufferable to be around. The drag queen was alright, I liked them, I guess. Everyone else was written to almost purposefully be annoying. I get it's supposed to be an overcoming your struggles kind of story. You know, you start off like kind of meek and shy, and then you fight your inner demons and, you know, you get better or something, right? But all of that, it gets distracted by the fact that they are constantly shoving the words lesbian, space, and princess. I commend them for not making the internal struggle be about sexuality, because that would be stupid in this world that they've written, because it wouldn't make sense. But at the same time, her trauma feels a tad bit underwhelming for the viewer, right? The ex-girlfriend was really fucking insufferable, but that's just because she's made to be, I guess. So she gets a pass, but not really. Every moment she was on screen, it was just kind of annoying to be around. The only somewhat good woman in the story is the one-night stand girl, but guess what? She gets written out the moment they're done fucking. There is almost too much sex. Even lesbian groups have started complaining about this, right? Because, hey, loving chicks doesn't mean you fuck them 24/7. Being human doesn't revolve around genitals. It revolves around the human experience. So not everything has to be a scissoring joke or an anatomically correct pussy for some reason. Hell, I like the little downtime they have where they just talk. Sure, it's corny, but it's better than that being shoved in your face. The only few jokes that I found funny were either the straight white malians or just a few jokes that caught me off guard. Like the fucking penis rocket and the cum joke. Which, again, kinda gross, so maybe never show me that again, please. The art style. Okay, a lot of people are complaining about this. The art style is debatable. There's no use of AI, so I guess that's a good thing, but still sucks. It's a passion project, but there's so many weird decisions, it feels like I've been lobotomized. Like, take a screwdriver and just drill it in my skull. The art style is like if you took Bee and Puppycat, lobotomized it, and then mixed it with how far-right people view gay people, and then mixed that up with a bit of Cartoon Network, but then sprinkle it in with a bit of Adult Swim. All in the worst way possible. So, like, you know, this chick's got hairy legs, little gross, but we all have hair, so I guess that's fine. Anatomically correct pussy, okay. Goopy shadow self, hate to break it to you, Celeste did it before you. The straight white malians were the best because of how simple they were drawn, and it got the point across. This film is too on the nose for what it's trying to do, and to the point where it's Is it even a satire? People on both sides hate this film. How do you manage that? The songs. It's not a musical, but I think there's definitely music. Like, the only time I enjoyed the music was in this scene. Everything else sucked. Also, this fuck-ass song plastered all over TikTok. Okay, hold on. Someone raised a really good point. Would this film still be the same if you gender swapped everyone? And the answer is yes, it would still suck, because the point is that you're forcing all this down your throat in the worst way possible whilst excluding everything else. Yes, the film would still equally be bad if everyone was a man, because it'd be the same thing, just with different symbolism. The issue is that it only addresses for a fraction of what it's trying to speak for, and by extent is excluding everything else in that spectrum. The film is so fundamentally poorly written that it fails to get any meaningful message across. Any message included in the film gets lost because they're forcing an agenda down your throat, pun intended, I guess. What was the purpose of this film? No, like, I understand it's supposed to be about improving yourself as a person and whatnot. Breaking out of that shell, getting out of your comfort zone. But the message gets drowned out by all this forced symbolism that doesn't even relate to the message it's trying to convey. Okay, hold on. So I just saw this absolute fucking dog shit thumbnail, so I left a comment under their video explaining my criticisms. But long story short, people are dogpiling on this movie. Sure. But as someone who has seen the movie, I feel like I have the right to join in. I have nothing else to say. I wrote the script in like 5 minutes. Fuck this film. Hey, Dan, you like gay people, right?
Yeah, of course, bro. Fucking love my gay people.
Okay, how about now?
Fuck no!